Welcome to my segment. I'm Kigan. Today, instead of doing what I usually do, Matthias took over for me for that part, so I might continue with that next week on my segment, and he can get to what he didn't cover last week. So we're getting a little behind, but we're hanging in there. I wanted to dedicate this segment today because I wanted to talk about 9/11 and reread the article I read a couple of weeks ago on one of our first programs. I wanted to do this because today is the day that new museum for 9/11 opens, and we were watching Channel 10 today, and in the middle of the program, guess what comes on? The dedication, a big ceremonial thing. There we go again with their selling their 9/11 garbage story that's not true at all. A museum where they can make money. I hope, please, if you live near there in New York City, please try to get the message out there. Make what on earth is happening stickers or something and put them around the museum. Try to tell people about this. Do something, do a podcast or something. Please get the message out there. Don't support this museum. If you're there, don't go. And if you do go, try to at least put information somewhere that somebody can find it. Because we have to get the word out there. They have this whole museum now dedicated to lies. They proudly display things that were damaged and the people who passed away in this horrible incident. They glamorize it as if it's something grand. It's a disgusting thing. And I want to thank the models from Truth Defender Fashions who decided to be part of my background. So there they are. Thank you, ladies. Oh, sure. This is Sanye and Marlette. We're working on more Truth Defender Fashion, so they'll be coming out whenever we have a chance to do the next photos shoot. Let me start out on the poem. I don't know if I've read this before, but the fallen towers line in this poem not only means the towers that fell on 9/11 and the lie of that, but it also means all the light-bringers who have given their lives and died for the truth. It's called Truth and Justice. There's plenty of funding for the lie, but the truth comes from the heart. No amount of money can tear the truth apart. Spoken truth will slay the lie, shining light on fallen towers. Darkness will end because truth is our friend, and justice will be ours. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know if I read it or not, but it's very appropriate for today, especially. I'm going to read that article again. Also, I'm going to I have another poem that I was going to read that was written a while ago about 9/11. And I wanted to show you something about that. Okay. Okay, it's called 9/11 Truth. 9/11 was no accident. It was no terror attack. The evil beast attacked itself and burned 3,000 black. Blatant proof lies within the ties to origins of the phoenix bird. It burns itself and rises up. It's the secretary of this earth. Now, we haven't talked much about this, but our master did a lot of studying about it and realized that this ugly imposter bird is not an eagle. It is the flying fiery serpent discussed in the Bible, I believe. And this is where they get their right-wing, left-wing name-calling from. And as Ralph mentioned before on the previous video, he says he is not a bird and he does not have wings, so he does not want any part of that. And he said if he were to see that bird, he would kill it. It is not an eagle. Don't think it's an eagle. It has a tufted feather on the back of its head, and this neck is a long neck, and it's sometimes it looks scary. It is not an eagle, it is an imposter. It is an evil creature from the satanic creature. I wanted to show you something interesting. You see here the dollar bill. Now, there's a lot of occult symbolism on it, hidden symbolism. Oh, and this whole museum thing with 9/11, there's another occulted truth, because they want to propagate their lie, which I hope the majority don't believe it and don't buy into it. But I hope that's the case. I hope there's not a lot of people who actually believe the official story, because it is not true. As we see, Building 7, we have a sign that says, World Trade Center 7, never forget that no plane hit this building. And it collapsed in its own footprint, I remember. Yeah, see, the money is their God, in God we trust. You know that's on a dollar bill. I'm sure you've seen enough of those ugly pieces of paper to know how filthy it is. Sometimes they say that a dollar bill is dirtier than a toilet seat. That's absolutely disgusting. Now, I wanted to tell you what the actual words on the back mean. Annuit coepitus means, it's said in the third person that he, she, or it favors something. And I believe 9/11 was something that it favored. The evil thing, creature, whatever. He, she, or it favors our work. Now, this symbol with the bricks and the triangle on top, that symbol right there. See, we have it on this CD because we want to blow the bricks up, because the bricks are keeping people in darkness. That's what the bricks mean. And either the eye can mean something good, that the light's still here and people are doing the great work, or as we saw it originally, it can mean something bad, meaning it represents the one that is resembling the Most High. See, with us, we just want to eliminate that entire symbol because we don't like it at all. And it's so ugly, it's on a $1 bill, and I hate money so much that we just don't like that symbol. Because you cannot get that high. There is light above that can never be blocked out, because the true Most High is there. And as long as we're here, we are going to do the work to help people understand that you can never block the true Most High out. He will always be there, and He will be there to help you. If you ask, call on Him and make a cosmic apology. He will help you. He will guide you and assist you. It's kind of like an instant message in your mind. You can think to Him, you can talk to Him whenever you want. It's not a voice. If there's voices in your head talking to you, that is something else, and you need to get some help for it, because He does not come that way. He wouldn't come that way. Mostly, a lot of times, the voices in your head, any voices, if you hear voices, please talk to someone, because it's very dangerous. There's something within there messing with you, and it could probably be those waves we were talking about, how they put that in the atmosphere to mess with people's heads. It's all so much evil out there. It's horrifying. So yes, let's back to the symbol, and then Novus Ordo Seclorum means New World Order, new secular order. And basically, in the way that it's not New Order of the Ages, which is a common mistake. It says Novus Ordo Seclorum, in the actual order would be New Order of the World. Now, the reason why I decided to talk about this with 9/11 is because look at this interesting little thing. Whether or not whether or not it's coincidence or not, it looks awfully terrible. So I don't know. But I think it's a red flag. Look, the triangles. And then look. It starts out with the towers unhit, an old $5 bill and a new $5 bill. And a new $10. I think the first one hit, and I don't even know if this is the right order or what. But it looks terrible. Look, especially the $20 bill. A lot of people noticed that one. And then the $50 bill, the smoke and the towers falling, and then the $100 bill is a smoke trail. Now, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but that's awfully terrible. And then, like I said, the Phoenix bird, look what rises out of the ashes, because the DHS did not exist before this incident. And there it is. The ugly bird with the ugly thing on the back of its head. Bald eagles have a straight back head. They do not have that ugly little leaf there, that thing on its head. So, that is a wicked bird. And I believe it was all done to take our rights away, like most people try and tell the truth to say. Alright, I was going to read this article again, because I don't know if a lot of people didn't see. There are not a lot of viewers for the one I put, so I wanted to read it again because I just wanted to let you to say, because this article talks about a lot of the facts, and it's good to hear it again, because more truth needs to be spoken into reality, because these people putting up their museum and doing this big news broadcast today are propagating more lies into the atmosphere, into the universe, and we are not going to let that happen. The more they speak lies, the more we speak truth. Officials have announced that the 911 museum, dedicated to September 11, 2001 attacks, which has been in the process of construction for years now, at the foundation of the Twin Towers, is finally set to open, and is open today. But this article is by Melissa Melton from the Delhi Sheeple. The National September 11th Memorial and Museum will display tributes to each of the nearby 3,000 victims and a large collection of artifacts from the attacks. A three-part exhibition will recreate the official story of that morning, which is not the official story of that morning, complete with an explanation of what supposedly led up to the attacks that day. In a controversial move, it has also just been announced that approximately 8,000 remains of unidentified 9/11 victims will be moved into the museum as well. And DNA identification efforts will continue there. Access to these remains will be restricted to victim families and medical examiner personnel only. The museum will be open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Anyone who is not a rescue worker or a child under 6 years old will be charged a $24 entrance fee. Retired Deputy Fire Chief Jim Richards and Sally Ringenhard, each of whom lost firefighter sons in the attacks, complained earlier this year that the museum was never intended to be a revenue-generating tourist attraction with a prohibitive budget and entrance fee. Museum officials defend the planned ticket price, saying the museum's operations are privately funded. That private funding reportedly includes a $63 million operating budget for 2014. That's the money that could have gone to people that are starving to death. According to the mission written on the official museum site, demonstrating the consequences of terrorism on individual lives and its impact on communities at local, national, and international levels. The museum attests to the triumph of human dignity over